folks, for today's video we have something completely different. I know on the website and this Boil and Talk Sport YouTube channel previously you would have seen me having a go at making our own pizza, and darling ate it the evening I made dinner, and she's still alive and still with me, so that's has to be a fairly good recommendation. I have previously had a go at making Rice Krispie buns, which we didn't film, and it was just as well we didn't, because I made the rather stupid amateur mistake of asking Susie how much they had to be cooked, how long they had to be cooked for, even after pouring the chocolate over the Rice Krispies. So the less we'd say about that, the better. But this evening now we have something completely different. She informed me when she came in, and well, when I seen all the big shopping bags, I said now she's after been away doing something, and I was informed that we are going to have a crack at making porridge bread. Now, your guess as to what it actually is as good as mine. The only thing I do know is that my dear father, who is just after coming home out of hospital, will absolutely devour it, because he swears by his porridge every morning when he gets out of the bed. And even though he came home from hospital yesterday evening, the first thing he did when he felt up to it today was out of the bed this morning for his porridge, before looking after himself for the rest of the day. He's after been through a fair ordeal for the last 2 weeks, so I know that Susie picked up this recipe off a very good friend of both of ours, and that is the understatement of the century. But so here you have now, whatever about Boil and Talk Sport, Boiling is now going to talk bacon, and that's BAKING rather than the more delicious type of bacon, but we'll deal with that some other day, I'm sure. So for now, I'm as much in the dark as you are as to how this is going to work out. But to start it off, we are going to put in.
We will type the recipe up.
I tell you what we'll do. We'll put the recipe in the description underneath the video. But to start off, I have here a tub, which I'm presuming is about 300 mils or God knows what, of Greek natural yogurt, which is stuck in the...
There you go.
She tells me it's moving, I can't see, but it must be starting to get a move on eventually. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right, so Susie eventually managed to persuade the Greek yogurt to get the hell out of the tub and into the bowl, and to that she has added 1 cupful of oats.
There we go.
And there is the second cupful of oats, which she's going to leave it to me to lob in. At this point, I would put on my farming hat, surprise, surprise, and this is going to be a really Irish thing, because I would encourage as many people as is possible to eat porridge, because the more people that eat porridge, the more farmers that grow oats, and has to be all good for the economy as well as the body.
Right.
But right, Now, I was just saying, the more people that have a go at eating porridge, the more oats there will be grown in the country, and in the overall circle of things, that benefits everybody. Now, the ironic thing about that is, as I just start to stir up the mixture, yours truly hasn't had porridge in half a lifetime, and I suspect that is why Darling come up with the idea of trying to get me back into eating a little bit of it again. Now, the reason I haven't had it in so long is that I had it every day for about the first 12 years of my life and got absolutely sick of it. But as you can, while we were off air there, I just cracked an egg into it, and as you can see, I'm just giving it a good hefty stir, because there is oh, there's the most feared weapon in an Irish kitchen of the last 40 years, the wooden spoon.
When you heard that draw being shook.
When you heard the wooden spoon coming out and it wasn't Christmas, you knew you were in trouble. But here we have it doing what it was designed to do, rather than be a correctional facility, one-hand correctional facilities on behalf of the mothers of Ireland. But just giving this all a good stir to make sure it all gets to know each other. Basic mixture done now, folks. From here on in, it's all about personal taste and whatever you want yourself. Totally optional from here on in as to what sort of flavour you put on it. We are just going to start off by lobbing in a punnet of raspberries.
Put them all in? Yeah.
A punnet of raspberries. Susie already has sprinkled some cinnamon and vanilla essence in already. No, well, there's the cinnamon gone in now.
We love cinnamon. Sorry, and a little sprinkle of salt.
Oh yes, well you have to have salt with porridge.
You might do more cinnamon.
Put a small bit of sugar maybe, or...
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Raspberries would be sweet and the cinnamon.
Yeah, do we
break up
them raspberries now, or...?
No, just try, hold on. We should warn people we put a lot of cinnamon in.
Yes, we did.
Because we both love cinnamon.
We did slightly overload with the cinnamon, I'd say, but I actually cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Okay.
Now, folks, here we have what will actually turn out to be the first batch of finished mixture, because it actually turned out that I may have slightly overmixed, because first time doing anything, I suppose the natural instinct is to overcompensate rather than leave oneself short. So there is the first lot into the tin. Just to finish off, we threw a little handful of sesame seeds over the top. So what we'll do is we'll fire this into the oven for
50 minutes.
For 50 minutes, which I'm looking at the clock now is 5:20. So about 6:10 or thereabouts, we should have my first ever attempt at baking something. Yes, Susie did more of the work, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit here just for the sake of saying that I tried something new. So what we'll do is we'll record another clip when the first batch is done, and just to reiterate again, folks, when I am posting the video, I will list out the recipe in the description on the Boil and Talk Sport YouTube channel, and it will obviously be on boilandtalksport.com as well. So we will get on to throwing this in the oven, and I will talk to you shortly when it's all done.